jungle, 4 monkeys went fishing. That is till their trip went awry. One's a capuchin and one's a chimpanzee. The other baboon, the last a blue monkey. Leaving their homeland, stepping away into time. Doth end. They walked out to venture and never looked back. That's the DM says.
Look at all these monkeys. Monkeys in the jungle. Monkeys in the jungle. Monkeys in the jungle. They're not in the jungle anymore. They're not in the jungle anymore.
Okay. Ready? I'm gonna do it just like Harrison. Hello and welcome to Jungles and Dragons, a D&D actual play podcast about 4 monkeys who visit the Forgotten Realms D&D land. If we'd like to go around the table and introduce ourselves, Ethan, start us off.
Ooh, hello everybody, hello children, welcome back to Jungles and Dragons. I'm your player Ethan and I'm playing Paul Beenis, the Paladin Ship Knight. Today's funny, funky monkey money fact. This is the money fact.
This is the money episode.
This is the
about the bills.
This is the one that's gonna get us the green. That's all I'm saying. My funky monkey fact of this week is the eyeball size of the players. We've getting a lot of DMs, a lot of letters, a lot of texts, lots of phone calls. Lots of facts about what are the size of these characters. Lots of
facts.
What are the size of these characters' eyeballs? These are the seers, you know. And it's not to anyone's surprise, Paul Beenis' eyes are just average chimp size. You know, just average size for a chimp. So, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, great. So usually we do like an intro bit. I wasn't sure what the bit was. Ethan kind of just screamed. August kind of screamed. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. It's the money episode?
Money episode.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the money episode. Gabe here, the official voice actor for Eugene Team Monkey, level 5 Mountain Dwarf Fighter. That's also a level 1 Hexblade Warlock and Capuchin Monkey. And for our money fact, baby, fucking money fact is, you know, like I said, eyeball size. Average Capuchin eyeball size. You know, like a peeled grapes. You know. Kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I'm Nick. I'm playing Aani the baboon, who's a druid. And it's a funky monkey fact, it's eyeball size. Normal baboon eyeball size. Just sort of regular sized eyeballs. They're both
You guys
the same
fucking
size.
discussed this before I got here. You fucking assholes.
So, August, why are you the one doing the intro?
Yeah, what the fuck? Where's Harrison?
Dead. Harrison died in real life. We're all very sad about it.
I wasn't told.
Oh
my god.
Looks like the revenue split just got a bit bigger, you know. So
I gotta do mine. I gotta do my real world August eye size fact because guess what, baby? I'm the DM today.
Whoa!
So my eyes are just normal human eye size with like about 80 centimeters diameter. You know, just normal.
That's awesome.
Healthy eyes.
I'm happy
You got
for you.
healthy
I'm happy
eyes.
for
That's
you.
good.
Good job.
All right. So
get to
shall
the
we
show,
begin?
Let's get right
Hey,
to the
me,
game.
play the song, me.
Jungles and dragons and 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 jungles.
And our proverbial camera pans down on a brand new day in Draconia. We see the household of Beenis, Monkey, Rango, and Funny Baboon. You see the household, the amorphous, ever-changing household that I assume looks like a modernist Malibu, like sort of McMansion on the outside, but then on the inside it's just ever shifting and changing. We zoom in, we fly through the gnome community of the front lawn, we burst down the door with our camera, and we end up in the room of a sleeping Paul Beenis, and his alarm goes off.
I fell off the bed. My fucking neck, I laid on a nail.
And at the same time, Eugene is woken up by Paul yelling.
Man.
They have every morning. And Aani's been up for 8 hours on the rise and grind mentality.
Making that
Oh, it's bleeding real bad. Eugene, you gotta pull out the nail.
Yeah, I go to Paul. And I'm very confused because
Who put that here?
confused.
Paul, it's a natural part of the muscle mindset.
Roll a DC 12 strength check to pull out the nail.
I'm very confused because he made the room, so he made the nail. And it's a 7, so I don't do that. I just kind of jiggle it around the back of his neck.
Okay, and then, but oddly enough, you don't hear Spoons. You don't hear Spoons' voice in the morning in the morning cacophony of our suburban home. But today's a very special day, and do you know why?
Right.
No, why?
It's because the High Mage of Draconia, he called you up, and I always voice him, so I'm gonna voice him now. But a few days ago, he called you up and he said, "Hello, you guys have been doing such a good job that I'm gonna give you all-day passes to the Draconia Museum. Isn't that delightful?"
Yeah.
We were so excited.
Oh, man.
And Spoons, he was especially excited. So it's weird that he's not awake. But anyway, so yeah, today you've got passes to the museum, so you can make your way over there, or whatever way you please. It's not a far walk.
Well, the first thing I do is seems like this nail's not coming out. So what I do is I go further. I go, if it's not going out, it's going in. And I push it in so it's all firmly in, so no one can get it out.
It's
In for a penny, in for a pound.
You guys show up at the sort of doors of the museum, and Paul's got he's just got more and more blood coming out of his back, just more and more. And unbeknownst to you, in his room back at your house is Spoons, who's going, "Fuck, man, fuck, come on, man," because he can't get his zipper up on his pants. He's going, "Fuck, come on, man, fuck," and he can't leave that. It's like a bad luck thing. He can't leave the house till he's got his zippers up. But so you arrive at the Draconia Gallery, Menagerie, and Charcuterie Museum. It's kind of like it's like
charcuterie board.
it's like a fantasy like the Louvre in Paris. It's like that kind of shit. It's like but like castle motifs. So it's like big stone towers, sort of a glass top. It's very 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 chic and bougie. And as you sort of walk in the door, you see oil paintings on the walls depicting great battles and landscapes and massive beasts and tiny villages and massive men, tiny men. And the smell of cheese and cured meats wafts through the air.
Oh my. Paul like levitates a bit, like the scent like picks him up by the nose.
Draws him up.
Oh, wow, wee.
Eugene knows what to do. He's kind of like, he's an older guy, he's a rich guy, so this is kind of his element. He's kind of just looking at paintings, grabbing a little tiny thing of wine, swirling it around, sipping it, getting a thing of cheese, getting a thing of ham.
Little gnome guy comes up to Eugene. He goes, "Oh, this is something, isn't it? The palette, absolutely wonderful. No,
I'm more of a deconstructionist kind of guy. I'm not a big fan of the abstracts. I'm a straightforward guy, blunt, and a little, and I do kind of a smoking weed sign. Blunt, if you get what I'm saying. But,
he goes, and drops his wine glass and shits his pants and runs away. But yeah,
Can I pick up a grape from a charcuterie board and just sort of inspect it and say, "Wow, it's normal sized, just like my eyeball."
Almost eyeball sized, if you think about it.
Wow, that's crazy. As you're sort of walking through the main hallway, you see a lot of stuff. You see there are a few options like signs on the the doors and hallways that show you to the different exhibits. There's the Animals in Time exhibit. There's the History of Butchers and Painters exhibit. And then there's a big sort of, you look up and you see a great like arch, like a classic sort of museum Italianate arch, and you see a fucking weird flurry of like black shapes going across the top of the arch, and they go like forming and reforming like a fucked up Rubik's cube of just like mass, and they form into the word special exhibit this way with an arrow pointing further down the hall.
Well, it's a
And so you
special
can-
exhibit, so
You guys can what do you think?
gotta check it out.
I say, guys, we're never gonna have this opportunity again in our flipping lives. This is a special exhibit. We gotta go.
So
I agree with you, man.
No, we
check
gotta
that out.
go.
Yeah, we agree with you.
I know. That's why we're going.
do any of you
Yell.
who's first in line? Who's first in line?
Clearly me. I run into the
Okay.
first in line.
As you're about to breach the archway, sort of go under it, and the shapes go and sort of it's sort of like it's like a geometric circle within a circle type thing, like a prism, fucked up, just beyond comprehension. The shapes form into a big mass and fall on the floor right in front of you. They come down with a sort of bang, like a and standing there in the flurry of shapes appears a dude. And this dude is
It's a dude.
tall-ish Aarakocra with the head of a raven. And you realize now that all those were little ravens. They were little sort of like magical ravens.
Oh.
And he's got the head of a raven. He's got black feathers. And the feathers of the other ravens are sort of stuck on his like cloak and shit. And he's wiping it off like, he's got a silken scarf, like a gray scarf, and a big overcoat. And he has a golden pendant hanging around his neck. It's got sort of like a gold, silvery yin and yang situation going on in the design. And he extends a talon. Paul,
Yeah.
do you shake? What do you do?
I raise my big crinkly monkey finger and go like.
And he goes, "Hello, Hans Corbin. It's a pleasure."
It's like the worst type of ET.
He taps fingers with you. He's got like a claw, like it's fucking sharp because he's a bird. So he's like gently stabbing you in the pad of the finger.
It nicks my finger.
Oh fuck! I sort of pats you on the back to meet you. He goes, "You seem like you appreciate the finer things. I saw you staring at our special exhibit sign, did I not?"
Yes. Yeah.
And these are your friends.
Are you the exhibit? Is it just a bird man? I've seen this
How
before.
I wish I was one well versed in performance art. No, I am the curator of the museum.
Okay.
And
Well, what
these are
you
your
got
friends?
for me? Yeah. These are my mates.
Yeah, we're kind of art guys. It's kind of our
kinda-
thing.
Like,
Yeah,
we're
I'm
kind
not
of
really
flatmates. We kind of live together,
Not really into art, but I am into buying it. I'm sort of a hustler and a grinder, so sort of a money engineer.
Oh,
He looks at Paul and sees that he's well put together, sort of wearing his like day armor, and he looks at Aani and he sees that he's got like his pseudo monk garb going on, and then he sort of like nods. And then he looks over at Eugene. He sees the cloth, and he goes like, huh. Kind of brushes him off, ignores him a bit. You could tell there's a little bit of he's a little bit of an asshole. He's a judge a book by its cover guy. But yes, he takes Paul by the finger. He's attached to Paul now. He sort of wafts you down the hallway. Any of you can make a perception check right now if you'd like.
my finger is bleeding.
Gonna be a 19.
Okay, so Aani, as you're sort of walking with this guy, he's like promenading you. He's all very sort of statuesque and posing almost. Everything seems very measured. You look behind and you see that those ravens that were like acting as the sign, that are obviously at his behest, are watching you like a raven. The eyes do not fucking leave you. They're just staring. Every time you move, they twitch with you. All three of you, not just you, Aani, but everyone in the group is sort of being surveyed.
Curious.
Now, he says, you might see as we walk past some of the lesser exhibits. On our left, we've got the normal-sized dying man exhibit.
Wow.
Wait, Carl, this is
I think that's
kind of
just a
your kind of
dying
deal,
man.
right?
I don't think that's.
No, but
Literal dying. Wait, this is a literal dying man.
You see down the hall, there's just like a human guy with a sword in his stomach going, ah! He's just fucking screaming in pain. But it's like a Marina Abramovich thing where it's a white room and everyone's like very quietly clapping, like, yes, very good, very good.
I don't like this.
He's going, ah, fuck!
No, because you see, it's bigger than a tiny dying man. That's what makes it so cool.
Yeah, but it's kind of different. He's tiny dying man's dying by design. This isn't meant to be dying.
You see these different things. You see
you don't get it. You don't get it.
You see on your right
Okay,
the Animals in Time exhibit, which is like big sort of like gelatin blocks of suspended time with like different fucked up beasts like just still in there. They're clearly still alive, but like frozen in time. Bunch of sort of very eccentric magic art pieces. And then he finally reaches what looks like the main exhibition room. And he takes you towards the central exhibit hall. And as you enter, it seems like it's just a very large, dark room. You know, you get a sense that it's big just from being there, but you can't see much. And then Hans goes, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. See, it doesn't technically open until later today. You know, we're supposed to not bring anyone in until 6 or 7. You know how it goes. Special exhibits, special timing. But I'll make an exception for you, obviously." And he reaches out his talon and a sort of purpley white light glows, and he casts what you can only assume is some kind of illuminating spell, and the entire room is filled with a bright light. And, oh boy, is it wacky. The room is a massive, sprawling layout of miniatures. Like 1 to 300 scale miniatures. And the closest to you is just a fucking huge desert. And you can see, like, pretty far back, the room seems to go on like in unreality, like forever. There's like a steampunk situation way back there. There's like a classic city. There's a forest. There's an ocean with like a bunch of animals in it. It's a massive fucking room, but the desert is what it opens into. And you look up and you see the sky. It looks like you're outside. It's like held up by as if it was a normal sky. It's a very odd thing to walk into because it's like, this is a tiny world right here. Oh my god, it's crazy.
It's a tiny dying world.
I'm pretty sure this is just a tiny world, Paul. I don't hear any dying.
The world could be dying from climate change. You never know, Eugene.
Yeah, everything's not, Eugene.
He said, Aani, you say that, and he goes, "Well, have I got an answer for you? You see, this desert specifically, all of them are incredibly special finds, but this desert is an incalculably special find. I would personally love to have it in my private collection, but it belongs in a museum, as they say. See, long ago, during
Who said that?
I did. I said that just now. Huh. Didn't you hear? Do you want me to
That's
repeat
good.
it?
That's a good one.
It's a good
Anyway,
we're gonna have
long
to keep
ago. Sorry, what? How? I'm trying to.
Yeah, we're
he
gonna
keeps
keep
like
that.
he keeps trying to like pontificate and get into like his Shakespeare mode, but you just keep interrupting him. Sorry. Long ago, during the high desert gold rush, a group of prospectors founded the town of Dunland near
Dumbland?
Dunland.
Dumbland.
Near an especially potent gold deposit. You know how they love gold, those prospector types. Now,
Yeah,
the digging was
fool's
going
gold, huh?
positively well.
'Cause it's
By the way,
Dumbland.
I have not got this memorized. He said, he's like, I'm reading the plaque right here. You see the plaque? It's a museum. There are plaques. I'm not reading this off my mind. Jesus Christ, I'm the curator.
Okay.
I'm not an actor. Not I'm not in Draconia way. Their digging
Not
was going
impressed.
particularly well until one day they unearthed a valuable artifact. The witch's gold. But it was hexed, and all their town and the surrounding desert was shrunk bit by bit for every gold nugget they'd pillaged. And that's how this came to be how it is today. For me, great news. For the people stuck inside, not that great. Anyway,
Wait,
There's-
they're alive?
There's real people
yes,
in there.
they were trapped here. Yeah, that's how it works. It's a very
You didn't
potent
think
curse.
like
Wait,
take them out and try to cure them.
I'm
or
not
something?
magical. I can't do shit.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
you just lit up this room.
Lit up the room.
You like appeared out of nowhere just like 5 minutes ago.
Okay, I'm magical in that way,
see what
but
they're
I'm not.
doing.
I'm not magical in curse, but look, okay, I've got to get back to my fucking day job. I gotta go do some bureaucracy over there, fill out some forms, get the new, I gotta deal with shipping. That's what I do all day. I deal with
Excuses,
shipping. I deal with things being brought on boats and flying things to be put here for you to look at. Anyway, look as long as you want. I'm gonna go sit in my office and smoke a cigarette. Goodbye.
Okay.
All right. Excuse me. New DM. Excuse me.
Yes. Hello.
So is the world covered in a glass box, or is it just free to go?
No, you can just walk into it. It's like the big diagram of New York that's in Queens, like in the museum.
I'm gonna do some Godzilla action.
Yeah.
Gonna go ahead and grab a
grab a
little building.
The layout, you can't really get the buildings are like far back, so it's like desert, but you can walk into the desert for sure. There's like cactuses and shit. So
cool.
do you guys walk into the desert?
Yeah. I immediately step on a cactus.
Paul, you're you feel a heat in your pocket, like where your front right pocket is. You feel a little heat, and it gets hotter. And then a light starts emanating from Paul's pocket, getting brighter and brighter and brighter, and sort of burning your leg. You feel like burn. And
Paul,
it gets wider and wider, and starts enveloping all of you. And as you do, you start shrinking. All of you start getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And Paul, as you get smaller,
they're getting smaller.
They're no longer average.
Paul, your prison pocket loosens as you get smaller, and all your shit goes flying out into the desert.
My asshole.
And along with all your things is the tiny dying man. And he goes off into the desert far away as you get smaller and smaller and smaller until it's normal size to you.
Whoa.
Oh.
You find yourself in a desert, and you look down at your clothes, and you're wearing full-on fucking cowboy clothes. Like time appropriate. Clearly
nice.
part of this curse is it was stuck in the time when they made their transgression. That's part of it. So you guys are in full-on cowboy clothes, and you see far away, silhouetted against the rising sun, are some buildings.
Whoa. I bring my big cowboy belt buckle up to my nipples, go, well, looks like you gotta go over to the buildings. Tip my big 10-gallon hat.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my bandana and bring it up over my face, and then put my hat a little bit down.
Well.
As you put your hat down, as you put your hat down, you hear from like far above you, and then you hear dong dong, like out of nowhere. It's like what?
I wink at the big cow skull next to me.
you see a tumbleweed roll past.
Can I do a little? I'm gonna do a little dance with my boots so that my spurs go through the jingle jangle.
You just start hearing fiddle music. All of you start just hearing fucking fiddle music out of nowhere.
Oh, we gotta get your tiny man back, right?
Yeah, we gotta go find him. What the fuck?
You saw him fly in the direction of the where I said the buildings were. It's sort of just directly
Let's
ahead of
go.
you, but like a considerable walk. You guys taking
go
a
to town,
big old
boys.
walk?
Yeah,
So
let's do
you're
it.
walking. You see like desert shit. You see weird amount of cow skulls out here. Some cactuses.
Sand.
A lot of sand, some rocks, some like lizards skittering, and you see tumbleweed and more cactuses, and just kind of getting along. It's like a montage in a movie. You see another tumbleweed, and then there's like two more There's a lot of tumbleweeds. You're noticing there's a lot of tumbleweeds. And as you keep going, you're getting closer. Sort of that you can start making out the details of the building. And so roll perception for me as you keep walking.
Roll.
I got a 7.
Okay,
got an
it's
8.
fine. Everything's cool. Yeah, it's all okay.
Oh, I got a natural 20 plus 6.
You have 15 tumbleweeds surrounding you in a circle. All of you, like just fully surrounding you.
What the
That's
fuck?
a couple of tumbleweeds.
Yeah, that's a few.
The tumbleweeds begin to contort until they've got little legs and little arms, and they go
little guys.
and Paul, one of them lunges at you.
No.
I want to try to go and rip it off its face.
And wait, I got to roll to hit. Paul, what's your DC? AC, sorry.
It is 13.
Yeah, that's not 6. So he sort of latches onto your face and goes, ah! And tries to like slam its body into you, but just bounces off. Eugene, same deal. What's your AC?
I believe it is. Yeah, it's 18.
These tumbleweeds are rolling worse than I've ever rolled. 3 of them jump on you and all go try to grab you, but you just kind of fucking kick them off and they run away. Aani.
Yeah.
Aani, you have 10 of them running at you right now.
Jesus.
And they're all gonna roll as 1 to see if they hit. Oh boy, what's your AC?
14.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. So they're all gonna they're using their melee attack rake, which is
Straight.
a whole bunch of slashing damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Aani, you're going to take 15 damage from these little motherfuckers. They all go
What the fuck?
Damage.
and slash at
Alright.
you.
Jeez.
You guys can take an attack if you want.
I'm just gonna like swing at one with my sword. Time to trim some hedges. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. You know what? You swing at one with your sword, but you do it sort of sideways like a baseball bat instead of slashing, and you smack him over the horizon. And as you do that, you hear the clopping of hooves. You hear, and with the tumbleweed in his grasp, like sort of grabbing, holding it up like a football, comes a centaur with a cowboy hat and a bandolier, and he's got on his back the tiny dying man in full garb, and he says, "Well, hello there. I found your friend here just over yonder. He'd been thrown into the desert sand. Now I'm Sheriff Sand Dune Steven.
Sandy.
Pleasure to meet you." And he just
Thank you,
empties his
Steven.
he empties his rounds into the tumbleweeds and they fuck off. They go, ah! He just goes,
Wow.
And they
Real
All
cowboy.
help, he's scary. Oh,
Is how,
All right, it's
This
okay,
the
buddy.
tiny dying
I'm
man.
back.
Paul, please.
Now,
the tiny
you guys must be
the tiny dying man, normal sized relatively,
To everyone
flops off the centaur and begins dragging his way through the sand towards Paul. Put me back! Put me back!
Well, wait a minute. Not right now. It's gonna be a bit tight, buddy.
Oh,
We're gonna have to wait this one out. Can you stand? Can you stand up?
this
I
boy
tried to
can
help
stand
him.
up just fine. He jumped on my here back right here just a few minutes yonder.
Yeah, come on. I tried.
Hey,
I tried
man,
to
you're in your element right now, man. This is kind of your time to
yeah,
shine.
this is like a tiny
Come on.
dying world. You should be thriving here. Come on.
You guys must be new in town. Are you
I'm
not
okay
new in
down
town?
here.
Yeah, you could say we're outsiders. Yeah.
Why don't you all hop on my back right here, this here back?
Oh, I
You're
just
back,
got
huh?
off. Oh.
We all
You
climb
gonna
on.
go with this dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a horse-sized man, so we have to climb all weird.
So you get onto his back and you're all sort of like, it's like when you ride a motorcycle with someone else, you're all like sort of around each other's waists with the front one holding onto him, and he's sort of not too fast because he's the sheriff, but he rides you into town, and you are in the town of Dunland, and you see it's your classic Western town because I'm not that creative. You got your jail, you got your general store, you got your town hall, and then you got your saloon, which is where he drops you off. He goes, "Look, I'm going to go and see if I can find you folks some kind of stead for the time being. But just hang out here, all right? This is the local saloon. They'll take kindly to you. They're
Okay.
plenty well-versed in strangers. Anything you need from me?"
I'm so thirsty. Oh.
You guys
Aren't
got
we
an
all,
8
bud?
Oh.
Hey, what? Huh?
8
What?
ale. Do you
Hey,
have
Bale.
it?
Yeah,
I got a lot of bales.
Gorilla grog.
I got so many bales. You know, I'm a farmer by trade, by familial trade. I got tons of bales.
Not bales.
8
Ales.
ale.
How about a
He goes,
baboon
"Ha
brew?
ha," and then he rides off.
All right, well, fuck that guy.
Can we find some leg braces for tiny dying man?
Or like a wheelchair or something?
Can we find a wheelchair?
You can see if there seem that you hear from inside the saloon.
He
Like,
seems to be doing okay dragging himself along the ground.
Can we
You hear
can we
like
go Django style and get a coffin to drag him in? But instead of a Gatling gun, it's just a dying man.
because
It's like a spatula that kind of launches him forward.
You would have thought it was a Gatling gun, but it's just a dying man in a coffin.
you hear people talking inside the saloon. You hear people going like,
Everybody shut up! I yell that in the top of my lungs.
someone goes, "What?
I said shut up!
Why don't you come in here and tell me that to my face?"
Oh, okay. I pull up my belt buckle even more, like up to my fucking chin. All right.
go through the saloon door.
Do you do that? Do you go through the saloon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick open
Okay,
the
you
saloon
got-
doors for Paul.
Eugene, you kick open the saloon doors, and you take one step into the saloon, and you've never stepped on a more creaky board. It's the world's creakiest board, and everyone stops and looks at you.
And I'm a very creepy man, so it just doubles.
And one guy goes, and they all go back to their business. You see in the saloon, you got the bartender who is like an older looking goblin dude. You've got at one table you've got a tabaxi woman dressed in like farmer's clothes, and across from her is like a human woman dressed in rancher type stuff. And then over in the corner you can see a bunch of rat folk, you know, like big rat man with fucking huge hats, like giant cowboy hats that cover up their entire heads, and bandoliers that are way disproportionate to their body. And finally, sitting at a table is a very pale man with an eye patch and a gold tooth. He's playing the piano. He's like sitting at one of the tables, drinking sometimes and playing the piano others.
I look at Paul Beenis and I say, Paul, I need
Why?
your help. I'm so sick. There's only one cure, Paul.
What do you
Only
want?
one
What do you
cure.
want?
I need gold. I need his golden tooth. It's the only cure, Paul. Yes.
All right, buddy.
Otherwise, I'll die.
I'll go get you that tooth. Don't worry
He's playing the
about
piano.
it.
He's going like.
I literally just walk up and try to get the tooth, pull the tooth out of his mouth.
So he's not looking at you. He's looking at the piano as he plays, and you walk up behind him. And as you reach out to grab the tooth, without looking, he grabs your hand behind. His hand comes off the piano and he fucking grabs your wrist.
Whoa! I was just gonna pat you on the back for the good music.
He turns around. You see his eye patch. You see his fucked up face. And he looks at you and he goes, "I take it you're the man yelling at me from outside, are you not?"
Oh, it's you, huh?
And he goes,
Pull up my belt buckle.
He goes, "The name's Deadeye Wyatt." And he smiles, and you see that his gold tooth is very long for a person.
What the hell?
Very, very long. And at the front of his mouth, and he's got another one that isn't gold, but is also very long.
Is it a... What's going on here? What's with your fucking teeth, you ugly fuck?
He goes, hey! He pulls you in close. He goes, "Do not blow my cover."
Oh.
All right? Do not comment on my teeth, my friend.
I'm sorry.
Lehoy!
Oh, I know you. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
easy does it.
And he goes, "Look, let me get you a drink." "Hey, bartender." And the bartender goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Give me a round for this fine gentleman." I guess it would just be one drink if it's a round for one guy. So,
Nah, give me a whole round. Just for me.
Get him a whole round.
Get worth 5 people just for me.
Okay. So you're sat at the table with this dude, with Wyatt.
Oh, please, I'm so thirsty. Oh,
Well, you can't have any of my drinks. Move all 5 of my
please,
drinks.
Paul, please.
Oh,
Can
you
I,
order your own.
Paul,
I'd like to go to the Goblin
Ethan,
Park.
will you let me roll a persuasion check to get Paul to give me a drink?
Absolutely.
Will you permit me that?
Do contested persuasion. Both you, yeah. Or I guess Paul roll intelligence against persuasion.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get that. That's a 9.
That's a 28.
You're not getting any of these.
What? I'm not getting them. What?
No, what do you say? What do you
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
say to convince me?
I say, oh, Paul, I'm so thirsty. Look, my stomach is bloated and
We got bloated. We gotta
Paul,
fill it up.
please.
It starts immediately pouring drinks in your mouth. You should have
Ah,
mentioned the bloated
spicy.
stomach.
Spicy.
Okay.
Wyatt completely ignores you, and he's like, "So, Aani and Eugene, are you at the table too, or what are you doing? Are you going to someone else? You can go talk to anyone else if you want."
I go to the Goblin bartender and I say, let's get a water for the ladies.
He says, "What?"
No, water.
We do not have a clean system of water out here. That's why people drink booze, because you can get like gonorrhea and shit from the water.
Well, here's the thing. Personally,
Oh, I think I have gonorrhea.
See, look, guys come in here every day with gonorrhea from the desert water. Look at him.
Yeah, look at all the gonorrhea on him.
Look, he's this guy he's
riddled
riddled with
with it.
gonorrhea.
he's riddled.
Paul and Tiny Dying Man, you're at the table next to the piano with Deadeye
I'm
Wyatt.
so bored. I wish there was conflict. Oh.
Well, you're
show you
looking for
conflict.
conflict. Well,
Kick over
Yes,
his chair.
please.
there's only one reason people come to this town.
So I swipe a leg of the dying man's chair. He falls over the ground.
He looks down. He like sort of the vampire dude sort of reaches over the table, looks down at you. He's like, "There's only one reason people come to Dunland, and that's for the witch's gold. Now, are you here for the witch's gold?"
I am a bit of a hustler. I could use some
Witches
extra
are
gold.
scary.
You hear from the other side of the bar, from the cluster of rat folk, one goes, "Oi! You talk about fucking witch's gold, mate? That's mine! You know that shit's mine! I got dibs!" Wyatt
Shut
goes,
up,
"Oh,
you're so loud.
shut your
My
trap.
ears. Oh, you're so loud. I have a migraine.
Shut up, mate! Mate, witch's gold is mine and my gangs. Or my name isn't Ripple McKinley, outlaw extraordinaire." Wyatt goes, "Why do you always introduce yourself whenever you talk?"
If you can only live in this one town, you're not much of an outlaw. Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck you saying, mate? And
Where are you
he knocks-
supposed to go? There's not really anywhere to steal stuff
supposed to
from.
get
You
away?
just have
He
this
knocks,
one town.
he knocks over his table. And he goes, "Right, that's it, mate." He pounces. And he pounces on like some random fucking bystander, like one of the tabaxi woman, and then her girlfriend fucking punches Wyatt, and then it's just full on bar fight. Like everyone's just all into it.
I rip off my shirt.
Can I cast summon or conjure animals to conjure up 8 beasts of challenge rating 1/4 or lower? What is the
That's a lot of
funniest
beasts.
animal I can get for that?
Hogs.
I summon 8 boars.
You summon your thing, and and you, I don't know how
8
to do
challenge
this.
rating, 1/4, feral hogs.
Yeah, fuck it. Some really scrawny, malnourished feral hogs run into the front of the saloon that's joining the fight.
Yeah, I'm just since I can command them to do anything. I'm just gonna command them to attack everything they see. Attack
So
my hog.
it's like a Looney Tunes bundle of just fighting. And it's sort of, you move out onto the street, and it's still everyone's fucking beating the shit out of each other onto the street. Bam, bam, bam. Anyone doing anything?
Yeah, I pull out my longsword. I'm like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for,
Oh.
blood. And I start
the
swinging it
tiny
around
man-
everywhere.
The tiny dying man starts going, oh, and his moans become like music as they are lifted into the air, and it goes oh, and they fill the air with this enchanting moan, and with the power of this music, he's going to attempt to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay, sure.
Which
What do the people
everyone
have to pass?
everyone in the 20-foot radius has to make a charisma saving throw.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
I got a natural 1.
And okay, and they can choose to fail it if they wish to be calmed.
I do not.
Yeah, none of the gang members or Wyatt, none of them do. Actually, sorry, yes, Wyatt does pass, but none of the other ones do.
I got a 17.
Okay,
I
so
wasn't
Aani's
doing
still pissed
anything.
off.
I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm just ready to be calm. I'll calm down.
So
I wasn't
time-
even doing anything.
More.
The music of the tiny dying man's moans lifts through the air and lifts all the conflict out of almost everybody up into the sky, like dissipates away like smoke on a dewy morning.
And
everyone's
he
just sort of
says, "Oh God, you're so loud! Shut up!"
Everyone's left standing there and sort of looking at each other very awkwardly in the middle of the street now because the fight took it outside. You're all kind of looking at each other. And then the rat man who said that he was the outlaw, the leader, goes, now I may be calm on the inside. I may be feeling delightful and content in myself right at this moment, but I'm not leaving without a duel. Who's gonna duel me? And he takes out his twin pistols with rat heads on the front. He goes, who's gonna duel me, mate?
Aani,
Can I
set hogs on him.
Wait.
Can I point at him and yell, "Hogs attack"?
The hogs are. Oh, did you roll for the hogs?
Roll for hug.
Roll
What
for
would I
hog.
do?
What's a wild hog?
I think you would have
charisma?
to. I think you would have to maybe do like an animal handling to persuade
Yeah,
hogs
sure,
to
we're fuck-
attack
fuck
you.
it, yeah.
No, it's a spell, so I command the hogs. They're like fey spirits that turn into.
Oh, I see.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah. You can attack him.
I'm gonna do the tusk attack with them. 1d6 plus 1 side. Let me roll to hit. It's a 9, so I
A
assume the
9
hogs
does not
don't
hit. The hogs do not hit. The hogs go, and they all sort of charge this rat guy, and he does like an insane matrix. He just spins on the spot, and they all sort of go off in different directions. And he goes, I'll ask again. Who's gonna duel me? Anyone who
I'm
talks about the gold has to duel me. It's written in the constitution of this town.
Well,
We got
that
that one bullet, huh?
You goddamn right, I got 1 bullet. And I only need 1 bullet to take care of this fucking rat.
Wyatt goes, listen, man, I don't know. Look, what'd you say your name was?
It don't matter what my name is. Cock the gun, put the gun to his head. You feeling lucky, pal?
All right, cool. I'm trying to look out for you, but very cool. I'm just gonna tell you, this guy's
This is the
really-
vampire talking, by the way.
Yeah, this is the vampire.
Oh,
that's not the
he
rat
goes,
talking.
Sorry.
He goes,
He puts the gun back, puts it up to the rat.
he goes. The vampire goes. Or Wyatt goes up to your ear and he goes, "Look, I'm just going to tell you, this guy is terrible at shooting. He's not a good shot, but he's got a lot of like fucking incestuous, gross siblings and daughters and sons like around. So just be careful of that, okay?"
Okay.
Very cool.
Should I just let him shoot at me then?
It's like a proper duel. So you, Paul, are you officially volunteering to duel the
Yes.
Ripple McKinley? So this rat man
Yeah.
pulls up his hat, and you see it's like you know when someone's facial structure is so of a place that you're like, holy shit, you are the most like. You are the most like German looking person ever. You're the most American looking person. It's like that kind of stuff. This dude has the most British chiseled facial features. Like,
Well, yeah, he's a rat. Of course he does.
That's a
He's a rat. That's what
a
they look
Kensington
like.
rat. Yeah.
he goes, listen,
Oh yeah,
mate.
that guy's from Bristol.
Wait, how'd you know the name? My old gang, the Kensington Rats. Anyway,
Know it too well.
but you set up with your paces, and Wyatt's officiating. He's in the middle. He's like, all right. This is fucking stupid, but all right. Take your place and walk. Duel. Get ready to duel. And
Wow, this is just like Larry David and Lin-Manuel Miranda and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh, it's just like it. My favorite show.
I forgot you're a real TV head. Like you're connected to the tubes.
one of the rat men goes like, "What you talk about?"
I'm a real curb
Sorry.
head.
Yeah, he's a real channel surfer. Just ignore him. Don't worry.
I absolutely love chewing on curbs, and he sort of goes down to the floor and just starts biting the floor. But yeah, so you guys,
Rat.
you're taking you're taking your paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Wyatt goes, this is gonna be bad.
Wait, I know what comes next. 8. It's 8. 8's the next one.
Very
Thank you
good,
so much.
Diamond.
I was
Very
struggling.
good.
I was struggling there, and they go.
One's 9.
He goes 9. Raw. And Paul, do you turn around on 10? I assume, or no?
I turn around on 10, but I'm not gonna shoot. I'm gonna throw my longsword at him.
So you turn around on 10, and you see that so does Ripple. He also turns around on 10, but he doesn't draw either. He sort of holsters his guns, looks at you smiling with like a fucking rat fucked up teeth smile, and as you throw the longsword, it goes whoo 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 whoo. And then out of nowhere from like a side alleyway, in Western towns, they're like the buildings are built far apart. Just a carriage pulled by a giant lizard, just and it comes past, and a rat inside of it leans out, grabs him, pulls him in. The rest of the rat folk jump on. They bolt off into the desert.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Wyatt goes, no one cheats a duel after they've cited the law in doing a duel. God damn it, Blahoy. And he Wyatt whistles. He goes, "Wah!" I can't whistle. Can anyone whistle?
Yeah, exactly
he does
like that. That's the exact
He's like,
whistle.
"Woo, woo." And you see that as he does that, from the other side of the saloon, a giant black rabbit, like a human-sized rabbit, bounds over and lands in front of you, fucking throwing up dust everywhere, and goes.
Wow.
He goes, "All right. So one of you can ride with me on Crockett here, but the rest of you will have to find another way along." He drops up on the rabbit.
I grab one of the hogs.
Can we ride the hogs?
You can ride
No,
with the hogs.
you're too big for the hogs. I can
yeah, I'm
hog.
big. All right, well,
It's exactly like that gif of the monkey on the pig.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and he's a cow, and he's dressed as a cowboy. It's even better.
Yeah.
Me and Eugene are gonna ride on 2 of the hogs. Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna like jet ski on the
Yep.
hogs.
I'm gonna be courteous and I'll toss the dying man on the rabbit, and I'm just gonna run behind everyone.
Okay, so you guys take off on hog and rabbit.
And foot, I'm chasing. Wait up!
Paul,
Getting
give me
dust
a
in your
constitution
face.
roll. Give me a constitution roll, Paul.
That is a 17.
Yeah, you pass. Okay, you can keep up.
Oh my god, this hard. Oh. Good thing I got my
You're right.
10-gallon hat to shade me.
Your 10-gallon hat to shade you finally. But yeah, you're going along. You're chasing these dudes across the desert. They pull out of town and they head out towards a little mountainous area. Wyatt's like, that's their hideout. This is gonna be a fucking annoying situation. But yeah, I hope you guys are cool with this. Do you guys fight? I assumed you guys know how to handle yourselves, but maybe you don't.
Yeah, we fight.
All right, cool.
Did you see those hogs I summoned?
Yeah.
Those were your hogs?
You ever got a load of these hogs?
That's
We're
insane. You
hog
can summon
wranglers.
hogs?
You see, down from we're from the west side of Catan. We're hog wranglers, so we know how to fight. Yeah,
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's very impressive.
yeah.
You guys approach
know.
the sort of the mountainous area where the hideout was said to be, as it's just going dusk, and you don't sort of hear the giant lizard pulling the carriage up ahead anymore. It's a little quieter, but you do see like fires start to get lit and like shadows on the cliff
I'm on
edges.
fire. Oh.
Wow.
And you hear the rats going like, and you can very easily like sneak up behind a wall and listen to them because they're like cooking out for the night. You know.
Stick up my big chimp ear.
Yeah, go ahead and go
Listen
press
in.
myself against the wall.
I lie behind the wall very stealthily and go, oh, oh.
Shut up! I put both my hands in your mouth.
They go, "Oh my god, the Banshee's back." The one goes, "What?" He goes, "There was a Banshee here the other night. I heard it."
Blow this.
No way. And they're talking, and one's like, "So it's pretty crazy there in town." The other one's like, "Not really, no. It's a bit normal, you know, it's standard. Fight, duel, run away from the duel. That's how it goes, you know." Yeah. There's kind of a lull in the conversation where they're like just twirling sausages over the fire. And then one goes, "Ain't it crazy how the mines are exactly due west from here? It's insane. They're like 20 minutes due west from this point."
20. Someone write that down. 20 minutes.
Yeah, the other one goes, yeah. Fix my accents. Yeah. It's crazy, mate. You know, the mines where the witch's gold is kept. Yeah, that's the mines I'm talking about. Yeah,
Which is
Crazy.
cool.
Okay.
God, if anyone were
circle
listening
around
right
it.
now who wanted the gold, that would not be good. That would not be ideal. Oh no, it wouldn't be great.
Write
would
down
it?
that we want the gold. Write that down.
Can I command some hogs to go and grab the sausages or whatever that they're
Go
like
for
roasting
it.
on the fire and then run east?
Can you roll stealth for hog checks?
Yeah.
Hog check.
Hog check.
Hog check.
Okay, that's a natural 20 plus 3. Jesus Christ, 23.
Okay,
It's
the
an invisible
hogs
hog.
are like ghosts. Like they go into their spiritual forms. They're like translucent. They go in, scoop up with their hooves all of the sausages, pick them up, put them in their mouths, and then become opaque. Opaque is solid, right? Isn't that?
Yes.
Yeah. Become opaque again and go, "Ah!" and bolt off east, and all the rat folk go, "What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?" And they all get in their carriage and they go, "I'll get all fucking sausages back, mate. Get our sausages!" And then
Alright,
one
now
goes,
that they're
Eugene's
distracted by my hog army, I'm gonna let's head west.
Let's head west.
No, we don't have any. We don't have any hogs to ride on.
God damn it.
it's true.
We don't have any
There
hogs.
I mean, yeah, their camp is functionally abandoned as you from what you can see. The fires are still going. You don't hear anyone though.
Let's
Yeah.
go west.
Get that gold, boys.
To the goal. Let's go.
Why goes?
west.
So they said the gold was west, yeah.
Are you stupid? Yes, that's what they said. Try to keep up.
I start
Please.
slapping his
Hostility.
forehead like, "Hello!"
Come on!
He goes, stop that!
You know,
Hey,
Oh,
no,
sorry, I forgot I had a little garlic on my hands.
He goes, I'm burning.
It's an honest mistake. I couldn't hear it either.
But yeah, so you're gonna go west right now. How you moving? You gonna walk?
They have horses at the camp that we can
You
like
go see.
steal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
let's
they
check
leave
it
the
out.
big iguana, the big lizard.
Yeah, so you walk in and you see a sort of classic bandit encampment, like in a sort of canyon type thing. Bunch of fires lit, a few like tents put up and shit. And over in the corner, you see a huge sleeping lizard, like giant man-sized, slobbering, going like it's like the Obi-Wan lizard iguana, full on, but sleeping over there, going.
Aani, can you wake him up and cut us a deal, huh?
Can I cast speak with animals?
You can cast speak with animals.
Yeah, for 10 minutes I can talk to this little freak.
Or, Ani, you should turn into a sexy lizard. Sort of like convince the lizard that way, you know?
Lead it west.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use wild shape to turn into a lizard with like blonde hair and like if I can't talk to him, then what am I supposed to do?
Just dance, just kind of like sashay, shoulder to shoulder.
I'm just gonna continue dancing a bit, shaking some maracas around.
Oh, okay.
It looks like that the gif of the dancing like gecko. It's like
The lizard looks at you, Ani, and goes like, "Oh," and sort of starts dancing along with you, like side to side. Ooh.
Lead it west.
What?
Yeah, I guess I'll just sort of start dancing towards the west so that they can hop on. At least distract.
It starts dancing with you, tangoing. Woo! Woo! That's a monkey noise.
It can be a giant lizard noise. We don't know what giant lizards sound like.
Let's go.
It's dancing on its 2 feet.
guys.
Yeah, conga line, baby.
Yeah. Aani, just dance to the mines, please.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's any faster than just walking.
This is probably slower.
You're very slowly dancing as a group, like the 2 lizards just dancing together.
Just
Can we
dancing
get
to
the
the
mines
west.
doing that?
Sure, you can get to the mines, but instead of taking 20 minutes, it takes you 2.5 hours.
Smash
It may have
cut
taken
to the
2
mine.
hours, but we had a good time.
Yeah. Wyatt is walking is on his rabbit. His rabbit's walking next to you at like the slowest fucking pace while you guys are just dancing. Hey, you got there and you're exhausted, and you hear.
Well, we're not.
You
We
hear-
were on the lizard. Aani is exhausted.
Sorry, Aani's exhausted. Yes, he's fucking tired as shit, and you approach a sign that says Hammerstein Mines. So you're approaching the mines. It's a big old classic mine shaft. It's got a big old funny top, and it descends down. And yeah, up to you guys.
I start to drag in, and then I trip and fall down the shaft.
No!
As you trip and fall down this, you're bouncing head, ass, head, bonk, bonk, bonk down the mine shaft.
Whoa!
And as you're doing that, you see you first hear and then you see 2 horses run past you, frightened, up out into the mouth of the mines from inside the mines.
The classic mountain horses.
You hear from the top of the mines, "You think it's cool to steal our lizard? To tempt our lizard with a sexy female lizard?" And then you hear and the top of the mine shaft explodes, trapping you inside. Darkness. So the top of the shaft, the entrance has been blown.
The tiny man. Wait, I gotta check my spells. Sorry. The tiny man starts to go. Oh, it's so dark. Oh, I can't see anything. Oh. And once again, his moans fill the air with this strange, enchanting, moaning tune. And he creates 4 torch-sized, blue glowing fairy orbs that hover in the air. And then the 4 orbs fuse together to make a humanoid form, shaped like the tiny dying man, but standing and glowing. And it says, "Hello,
cool.
I'm the tiny glowing man."
As you guys walk with the
Though
tiny
you're
glowing man,
average size, but all right.
you walk for a little bit longer, and the tiny glowing man illuminates. You see something glint off in the darkness, deep in the mine. Something gold.
What the?
Maybe it'll reverse this tiny curse, guys. We got to get that gold.
What the shitting fuck is that over there? Fuck.
You see something gold glint.
I'm gonna go run over and see if I can pick it out of the stone. Pick up some gold.
I'm gonna wobble towards the gold glint with my hands out like this.
Okay, you're both doing that.
Yeah.
Like looking like I'm hypnotized by it.
You're all.
I'm holding back. The tiny dying man says, "Oh, I'm so tired. I'll let you go get it."
Just to confirm, you're all gonna go touch the gold thing.
Well, no, not the tiny dying man.
Everyone
not
except
tiny-
Tiny Dying Man.
Yeah.
All 3 of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm going for it.
I'm
So,
so tired.
You go up and you see that it is a golden cauldron,
Oh.
seemingly
man.
illuminating itself. As you get closer, you see that it's emanating a little bit of light itself. It's not
Yeah,
even
Lucky
just the
Charms
dancing
in there.
lights. And you see it's immaculately crafted, sort of like Grecian engravings, on the side. It's clearly a great amount of care has gone into it, and you can only assume this is the witch's gold. Now,
Wow.
as you approach it, Eugene, Paul, and Aani, and you're all going to touch it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna bat my lizard eyelashes a bunch and say "Ay caramba," and then reach towards the gold.
Eugene and Paul, not Aani, because you're wild shaped. But Eugene and Paul, please both roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, let's do it.
That is an 18.
Okay.
23.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, no,
Okay.
not 23. 24.
Well, if it's 24, sorry, you failed. 23 would have made it. Yeah, so you
Too high.
You both touch it, and you feel like a vibrating. But you pick it up.
This is fucking amazing.
You can you can hold on to it. You can't pick it up, but you can sort of hold on to it. It's stuck in there hard. You do see some engravings on the side, though.
Oh.
Yeah, both of you.
But
Both
is
of you
there anything we
holding
can
one.
read?
You can see through my cowboy cowboy fleece that my nipples just got rock hard from the vibrations.
I'm gonna go try to.
Let me look inside, see what's in there.
You want to try and give us what would reading be? What's reading? Would that be
Insight?
I mean, if it's magic, should it be Arcana?
Give me an Arcana. Yeah, give me an Arcana.
Yeah.
Arcana or History, whichever's higher for you, whichever you prefer.
Okay, history.
Both of them are -1 for me. So
All right, I got a 12.
Wait, the tiny dying man has good Arcana. Hold on.
Go for it.
Wait!
What's
The
his
tiny man
Arcana?
just scurries over.
there's Crawl.
He says,
I got a 16 though.
He says, "Oh, these symbols, they remind me of. Never mind.
Mama.
That's an 18.
Ooh, that's hefty. Okay, so the tiny dying man approaches the witch's gold, looks at the side, and you see it says on the side, it says love oat.
Love oat?
Love oat in big letters on the side.
This is some stupid horse's cauldron. Damn it!
And then below that it
Horse's
says
cauldron.
below that it says be polite. Love oat, be polite. That's what it says.
Fuck?
I think I got an idea.
It's the rules of horses.
I'm gonna go step into the witch's cauldron. I'm gonna go inside of it.
Okay, roll me another Constitution check.
21.
21?
Christ.
Yeah,
You're
21.
fucking fine. Okay, what's your plan?
I go in there, says love oat and be polite, and I say, "Make us big, please."
Make us big doesn't seem to register at all. Nothing happens. The moment you say please, the cauldron becomes weightless. You can pick it up all you want. It's like fucking paper.
Wow.
Oh, okay, guys, pick me up. Let's get out of here.
Let's go. Oh.
You hear a voice. You hear a voice coming from Paul's ass. Not from Paul's ass, from around Paul's ass.
Behind Paul's ass.
Behind Paul's ass, my favorite book. And you hear a voice that sort of echoes off the walls of the chamber coming from Paul's pocket in reality. It says, "Thank you so much for the help."
Huh?
And
Oh,
you
it's
see-
that stupid bird guy.
Paul, it's
God
coming
damn
from your
it.
pocket. It's coming from your pocket, Paul.
My eyes bulge out of my head, like rope around to look into my pocket. And I pull.
Okay.
I guess I reach in and try to see what's in there.
You pull out a coin, and the coin has the same emblem on it that you remember the curator guy's necklace had on it. And emanating from the coin is his voice. He goes, "Thank you so much for finding the witch's gold for me. You know, with this power of size transmutation from the witch's gold, I will be able to make all of Faerun part of my collection." And you hear you feel the ground rumble around you. The ground, it's so loud, the ground's rumbling, everything's shaking. And you feel yourself, you feel everything around you becomes lifted out of the ground. And you see it's daytime now outside, and the entirety of the mine is lifted up, and you see the massive, well, normal-sized, but the massive eye of Hans from earlier looking into the mine.
Don't look at me. I'm indecent.
The tiny dying man slowly but surely raises to his feet, and he's sort of leaning back like an anime fighting game pose. And he says, the only thing I hate more than cold and heat and being thirsty and being hungry and being too full and dying and itching and being itchy and scratching the itch, the only thing I hate more than that I hate even more than two-timing double-crossing jerks, is the British. And he opens his mouth. He opens his mouth, and an ethereal beam of pale moonlight shoots out of his mouth directly into the eye of the crow man or the raven man.
What the fuck?
Let's see.
It's really
I'll
cool.
roll. That is 21 damage.
21?
That is a solid amount of damage.
Yeah. That's not exact. Okay. So, looking at the spell, he doesn't puke it out of his mouth. That isn't possible. Instead, a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder encompasses the Raven Man, but same basic effect.
You can flavor heavy.
He calls and he goes, if you'd just given me the witch's gold, this would be so much easier. And then he sort of pulls back his hands, which are holding you and the mine surrounding you, and fucking hucks it all the way, because he's normal size, so it's not that big, but you guys are spinning, going through the air, flying through the air, stones flying everywhere, you guys are bouncing in the cave, and you slam the meteor of what was the mine, slams into the saloon. You're all the way back in the town, just fucking destroying everything around. Can you all give me
giant
dex?
Man coming, somebody help.
Give me dex saves. Give me dex saves, everybody.
Okay.
Dex saves.
I got a 19.
You
Plus
are
one is
fine.
20. Not
19 is the save.
Got a 5.
Okay.
I also got a 19. Oh no, at 20 actually.
Okay, so Eugene then is going to. We're gonna have to roll to see how much damage Eugene takes.
Should we do something for Aani?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. What's that, Aani? You failed too. Eugene, take 14 damage. 14 bludgeoning
We
damage.
can't do this. We can't. I'm sorry, everyone. Aani left a few minutes ago. Sorry, we can't fake Aani being here.
Aani passed out and is asleep right now.
14 damage. Okay.
Being a sexy lizard takes a lot out of him.
Aani passed out.
Nick just got into an awful car accident in real life, and he's probably dead.
Don't play J&D and drive. That's the
And drive. Dyson
But
drive.
yeah, you guys smash through the buildings. You're sort of coming to rest. You're like, oh god, what the fuck?
That's
And
what
you
I'm
look up,
always
and
like.
you see over the horizon, like fucking Troll Hunter, just sort of happily hopping like over the thing is this giant raven man who's going goom 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 goom, just running towards you.
All right.
Eugene, I have an idea.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you got, tiny dying man? I'm all ears.
Tell me the idea, too.
I'll tell you the idea, Paul. I just don't.
Wait.
I wanna be included.
This is the first time we get to do this, Paul. Monkey time dying man huddle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huddle up.
First I cast MILF's minute meteors. 6
MILF, minute meteor.
MILF, but
We're
sure.
throwing MILFs at him?
Wyatt wakes up next to you. He's sort of like he was knocked
Milfs?
out for a minute, and he goes milfs. He goes, are you telling me you were throwing milfs?
Anyway, 6 tiny meteors appear. Tiny normally, but to us, I would say they're just small, because we're already pretty tiny. They float in the air and orbit around me. I can throw 2 at a time of these 6, and I say, Eugene, get on the meteor!
Very nice.
You're a genius.
Whoa.
Climb on one of the meteors.
Paul, you can try too. You're probably pretty big. Is there a
I'm
check
gonna
Paul can do
try
see
to.
if he fits on a small meteor?
Yeah, what do I have to roll?
If you see if he fits on a small meteor, why don't we call that athletics.
Okay. Oh God. All right. Oh, I got +3 in that, so that's a 22.
Whoa!
How you doing?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
I'm just like balancing. I'm like, holy.
Yeah, so you can like Team Wolf it.
You're in tree pose on top of the meteor like this with one leg. He's fucking perfectly balanced.
So after that, I take my tiny dying hand and I flick it, and both of the meteors, which they are on, start flying straight toward the Raven Man's nostrils.
So he's still fairly far off, but yeah, you throw him in that direction, and they're heading that way. He's clomping along, and he sees you guys flying towards him. He goes, "What?" And as you get there, I guess let's do, because you're the one aiming them, tiny dying man. Let's what kind of check? Sleight of hand.
Okay, they hit whether they fail or not. That's part of how the spell works. But I can give you your little sleight of hand.
They hit the point you want specifically? Is that part of it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he has a save. Why don't you have him do the save?
What's the save?
The saving throw is not to prevent the meteors from hitting you. It is to protect you from the fire damage from the explosion.
Okay, he got a 21. I assume that passes.
21.
Okay, but they do hit him. How about, what if I do a roll to like determine where they hit him? How does that sound?
Sure. Roll me. I'll tell you what. Roll me a d4. 4, it hits him in the nostrils where you want. 3, it hits him in the head. 2, it hits him in the chest, and 1, it hits him in the hand.
That's a 4.
I mean, right in the beak. I mean, he doesn't really have nostrils because he's a bird man. You guys are clinging onto the side of the beak. You're right.
As you hit him in his beak nostrils, I say, "Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you." And as I say that, the meteors explode because that's what they do.
No.
So Paul and Eugene also have to do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit. All right.
Darlings, give us a dex save.
It's a 6.
Oh, that is not a natural 20, but it's a 19 plus 1, 20.
Ooh,
So
dirty 20.
if you didn't pass it, you have to take 46 fire damage. If
46?
4d6.
Oh.
Yeah, 4d6.
Oh my god.
Sorry, yeah.
Burnt to a crisp.
If you didn't pass it, you needed to take 4 6-sided dies of damage. If you did
that's
pass
still
it,
a
you
lot.
do that, but just half it.
Harrison, you should roll the damage because you're the one
Okay,
casting.
sure. Okay.
I was about to say, what? Because I'm only at 43 right now.
So that's 13 damage. So I guess you would take what, 6 if you passed it, or 13 if
He
you
didn't pass it. Yeah, so Paul, you take 6, and you take 13.
Take 13.
But yeah, so as you guys are clinging there, and back in the town, the sheriff man, the funny centaur sheriff from the beginning, called Stand-Dude Steven, that's what we called him, comes out and goes, "Hey, tiny man,
Yes.
you in the market to help?
What?
You in the market to help defend against this giant? I see you sent your friends there."
Oh, I'd hate making decisions. Oh.
You're the only one there.
He goes, "I think we can really put a dent in this guy if we get up onto the roof of the jail."
Okay, fine.
All right, so you ride over to the jail. While you do that, Wyatt goes, "I'll help." They all have the same voice. He goes, I'll help distract the giant. I'm going to stand here in the middle of the road, okay?"
I was hoping my friends could just like eat his insides or something, but whatever.
Hopefully that will happen. I'm just here as a precaution.
Can I give Paul and Eugene inspiration?
How far away does that have to be?
To eat?
I don't know. That's a good question. Inspiration to eat a person on the inside.
Yeah, because we're over 100 feet away.
Hope you're hungry, Eugene. Ugh.
Inspiration is anyone who can hear me. So if they can hear me from there, then yes.
Fuck it,
I
you're very
definitely
loud.
can't
The
hear
tiny
you. I'm
diamond
old.
is very loud. Paul can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, so I'll give Paul inspiration then.
What do you say?
And as that moan fills your ears, you are suddenly energized. And hold on, I have to check what inspiration does. Where would that be?
D6 or
Actions.
D4.
Yes. So if at any point in the next 10 minutes, if there is a check you would like to make, if you like don't roll as good as you want to, you can add a 1d8 to that.
That's good.
Ooh.
Um,
Okay.
Yes, so Paul and Eugene, you are hanging onto this guy's fucking beak. And he's going, "What the fuck are you doing? This could have been so simple. I thought you were men of class and quality, but I see now you're just heathens."
These nuts. Yeah.
I did not say anything of that vein. Do not put words in my mouth. I did not say that.
Wait, hey, curator,
no,
curator. You like goblins?
Yes, I might. If you remember, my name was Hans from the beginning. If you
Hey,
remember,
Hans,
yes.
you like goblins?
Not particularly. No.
Oh, say the word.
I don't like them. No.
Don't like what?
I don't like them. No.
God damn it! Say you don't like goblins, motherfucker! I'm gonna start punching him. Start punching his beak.
You punch him, and as he does, he says, "I've had enough of this." And because he is still an Aarakocra, flies up into the air with you guys in him. So he's a giant man flying up into the air.
Oh, look at him go.
And you see, Tiny Dying Man, you see like just a fucking huge, like 747 size, even bigger, in the air, like very, not that high up. So just huge, imposing silhouette against the sun. And he goes, "Right, I've had enough." And he fucking dive bombs the town.
I don't care about any of these people. Okay, cool.
You psycho.
But you're one of those people.
Well, so you and Steven are sort of you're over by the jail, so I don't think you're quite hit. Although to deal with it, give me a deck save for the aftershock of a giant man slamming into the ground.
Sure. Well, that's a 5.
Okay, so you're gonna get knocked prone quickly, and actually, this is a perfect example. For every time now that we're all here, everybody roll initiative quickly for this little combat.
Okay, make sure to roll initiative, Nick. Okay.
Yeah,
Nick,
do
roll
some
initiative.
initiative.
We'll edit Nick in here. Don't worry.
Just have him just keep saying, yeah.
I
Let's
got
see. That's
18
a
for initiative.
22.
I got 11.
So, Tiny Dying Man, you're first. So, as you and Sand Dune Steven, he goes, "I can't climb ladders because on account of the horse feet and horse lower body, but you can." And he pushes you up on the ladder to get up on top of the jail.
I don't care. I don't like listening to you.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to cast Major Image,
Okay, cool.
which fills a 20-foot cube. I assume these are real 20 feet, not tiny 20 feet.
Yeah, they can be real 20 feet because you haven't been affected by the spell. So yeah.
I create a slight the image of a slightly taller Raven Aarakocra man, sort of graying feathers.
Yeah, is that what you're doing?
And I have him say, "Oh, Hans, my boy, you've disappointed me so. Oh, your
Pulling him in.
materialism and your greed, it pains your
It's
father's
the only
heart."
type of magic he's ever experienced. That's all he's ever seen. It's the only thing he knows how to do.
Roll persuasion for me.
You walked into the wrong bar.
You can do it with advantage.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Persuasion. Well, there's a 17. And there's a 26.
Okay, so that's a 26. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's successful. So what do you say to him, or what does the image say to him?
I say, Hans, why are you doing this? Oh!
"Papa," he says. He stops for a second. He goes, "Papa," while you're like hanging off his fucking beak still. It's all I ever learned from you. I learned it from you.
Oh, but I regret my actions. Oh, for every piece of gold I stole, there will be another chain upon my soul in the depths of hell. Oh,
But you always said
my
that
son,
you
you must change.
You said that there was no money in being an artist, only a critic or a curate, and so that's what I did, Papa.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my boy. I should have let you become a veterinarian like you wanted. Oh.
He walks. He walks. He goes, "Oh, Papa!" He walks close to the major image, and as he gets there, you see the pendant, his gold silver pendant, pulses and glows with a blue light, and your image disappears, crumbles to the ground. He goes, "Wait a second, my father's dead. My father died."
As I disappear, can I attempt to do something?
Sure.
So Major Image says you can create a sound loud enough to create thunder damage. It doesn't say how much the damage would be. I assume it's something small, like a 1d4. But I'm going to try to clap my hands, creating a thunder damage force powerful enough to just give Paul Beenis the extra little shove he needs to get inside of his nostril.
Yes.
Sure. I'll roll a d4. Okay, Paul, you take it 1 damage.
Blunt damage?
1 damage.
Okay.
So Paul, with that, the tiny dying man claps his hands, and a shockwave goes out and knocks Paul into the bird nostril and down into his mouth and stomach and shit. You're in an esophagus sitch.
Whoa, I'm in a fucking... I just got vored. This is badass.
Okay, so next in the initiative is Eugene.
We need to rebrand Eugene as, like, hardcore now. Like, this ain't your mom's Eugene.
Not like 90s X, like Eugene X.
Yes. Eugene unrated.
So I'm gonna I'm hanging off the side. I kind of want to climb, so I'm like kind of right at the nostril. I'm right kind of able to kind of just hold on and have purchase. Start to hear something. These kind of voices emanating from my weapon. And not just the tiny dying man, but like the screams of suffering, the roar of fire, the yanking of chains, awful things, awful, so many things. And I point my battle axe, and the battle axe opens up a flower. 4 spectral chains come out of the battle axe and sink into the flesh of the bird, the Aarakocra. And I cast Hexblade's Curse. And with Hexblade's Curse, I get +4 bonus to damage. I mean, not +4, +3. My critical is improved from 20 to 19 and 20, and that's a bonus action. For my first attack, I'm going to do a spell, another spell.
A spell, you say? Spells!
I know how to spell.
I know how to spell too.
And, as the chains come out of the battle axe, I yank it back in shock and fear. Then, unconsciously, I crush the hilt of my battle axe, spiraling kind of,
Yeah. That was really stupid. You don't have a weapon now.
Like, cracks begin to form within the wooden hilt, and then like this pink smoke and then a green light, and then it erupts into a torrent of green flames that spin around the hilt and then go all the way up to the blade.
Jesus.
I just casted Green Flame Blade. I also want this to be a Greater Weapons Master Strike.
So you take -5, is it?
Yeah, I take -5, but guess what? I'm gonna make this a Precision Strike, which is a Battle Master thing. So I got an 11, but I'm gonna add a D8 to it, which makes it an 18. Does that hit?
Yeah, that passes. That passes. His armor class is not that great.
So I'm gonna roll D10 plus 3.
Gonna roll around on the ground.
Which is 13. Then I'm gonna add a D8 because of my Green Flame Blade. Turns 13 into 18, and then I'm gonna add the +10 from Greater Weapons Master, so 28 damage.
Nice.
Wow, that is a solid amount of damage.
You guys can't see, obviously, but Gabe's got his like abacus out. He's like,
I gotta calculate it. Oh wait, and since I'm a fighter, I get 2 attacks, so I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yes. So
Come on, let me have a piece.
16 to hit,
That hits.
26 damage.
Wow, that's very cool. So as you do this, you sort of do your fucking fucked up shit, and you wind back and smack him once around the beak. You chip his beak, which is I imagine hurts a lot. Swing it back around, chip it again the other side. Pieces fall off. He's like, "Oh God, fuck, man! Oh God, no!" Unfortunately, as you do that, though, the piece you're holding on to crumbles and falls away. So you go plummeting to the ground, Wily Coyote style. No, Eugene! And you fall into the sandbank where the fucking saloon was. Just next up is Hans
sticking
himself.
out from sand.
Hans is gonna go. You are so shitty, you know. You guys, you're just so shitty. All right.
I reach my hand and scratch my butt and then smell it. No, I'm pretty good. I'm all right actually.
I do the same thing. Speak for yourself. Whew.
I'm in the sand, so I can't.
He goes, shut up, and then is gonna cast. He sort of puts his hands on his little pendant and goes, oh, and casts Dimension Door, and teleports himself sort of right on top of. It's like he's slightly outside of town. He's going to teleport himself. It's not that far to teleport, so he's just sort of in the center. But what the teleporting does is leave Paul behind in the space where he was. So Paul's just in midair. So he goes zoom, and he's ahead. And Paul's just like.
I hold up a sign that says goodbye.
Hey, August, does he also lose all of his equipment then?
He does. Yeah, he's not really wearing much, but he's
cool.
He's got the pendant on.
Whoa.
Yes, so Paul falls to the ground in a clutter of I guess cloth and things.
This naked Birdman's dick is so small. Oh.
Hey, come on, man. But yeah, his butt's right there, Paul. And it's you're next in the initiative. So
All right. Well, I'm gonna channel Sacred Weapon. So my longsword lights up. Actually, I'm gonna use my rapier. Yeah, I'm gonna Sacred Weapon on my rapier.
Blow some wind up there.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna just blow some. You know, I know a lot of wind comes out, but it's time for the wind to return the favor and come back in. And that is
A good line.
as a 16.
16 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, and then let's see. It was a D.
Sorry to interrupt you. I was just checking the tiny dying man's equipment. And in other possessions, there is a letter from a dead colleague posing a question you have not yet been able to answer.
Does it come? It's great.
He's on a quest.
So what is it? How much damage is that?
6.
Fucking Christ! All right.
It's no 28, but you know, I'm a humble
Yeah, so
guy.
you do this. You whip your rapier around and you cast the sort of the seafaring wind thing that it does, and it shoots wind right up his ass and actually throws him into the air. He falls back. He face plants right in his face. It's fucking just into the air, right in his face. He's like, oh God, he looks terrible. He looks beat to shit. He's like, okay. Look, man. Look, just let me walk away, all right? All of you, let me walk away, all right?
Make us big again.
Yeah, can you make us big first?
Look, just let me keep my pendant and let me walk away, and we can all be cool, guys. You can even keep
make
the
us
gold.
big, or we're gonna keep kicking your ass.
Top of the initiative, Tiny Dying Man. That's you.
I say, please, Mr. Raven, please make us big again. Well, not me, I'm normal, but make us big again, please, so I can go back to my home.
Do you get a roll for persuasion on that?
Sure, I can.
Your strange eldritch ability.
That's a 15.
Not gonna cut it. Oh, not
I say, okay, whatever, and I cast Shatter.
Okay, yeah, cast Shatter.
Shatter, okay. No, I'm gonna make him go. I'm gonna make him go blind.
You can get Shatter will not do you any harm. It's a cool spell.
No, I would rather make him go blind.
All right, make him go blind.
I cast blindness on him. He needs to pass a Constitution saving throw.
Sure. Let's see what he gets. The Constitution. He rolls a 12. Does that pass?
Nope. And then as he goes blind,
Because I can't say anything.
I make us big again, or you're going to be blind forever.
Yeah.
He goes, I am a magic user. I know how that spell works. I'm a warlock.
This is a spell you don't know about. You've heard of tiny dying men, right?
No. Never.
Yes.
This is a tiny dying man spell. It's been passed down in my family for generations. Only I can lift the curse.
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's cool. I'll get back to you on that, man.
Do you not want to see again?
I don't believe you. Is what I'm getting at. You can roll deception if you want.
Okay. Deception. Let's see. It's a natural 30.
What?
It's a natural 30. Natural 20 plus 10.
What? Ethan, describe your face right now.
Well, I'm just staring. Imagine me staring right at you with my lips puckered inwards and just nodding.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yes, I believe you. Tiny dying.
He sounds like
man.
Stewie.
Yeah, he does. I'm just morphed into Stewie. He's like, all right, lift the. Wait. No, lift the tiny dying curse.
Can I roll
And-
like insight to see if he's like being honest with us?
Yeah, roll insight.
Okay.
Look, I'm not sure how to make you big.
That's a 15.
All right, 15. He's very handsy with this pendant, with this necklace, when he's talking about magic stuff. He's going, it's fine I'll make you big. I'll try. But just lift the tiny dying curse, please lift the tiny dying curse,
Fine,
please.
I'll lift the tiny dying curse. And
You guys can say you're out of combat now. He's talking to you now.
I go over to Paul. I drag myself to him and I whisper to him, grab the pendant. And while he does that, I spend exactly 1 minute going, oh, lift the curse, oh, lift the curse, lift the curse, for exactly 1 minute. And after 1 minute passes, you can see again.
So Paul, while he's blinded, how are you going about getting the pendant? Because keep in mind, he's normal size man. You're 1/300th size, so it is like it's the size of you, the necklace. So how are you getting it? He's like down on the floor. He's cowering, so you could grab it, but how are you gonna do it?
Well, Eugene, I'm gonna need your help with this one. I'm gonna bend over.
What did you say? Excuse me.
Nothing. Keep cowering.
Oh.
All right, Eugene.
Okay.
I'm gonna bend over, and you know what to do. Slide it in there.
Wait, what?
The pendant. It's going in.
How am I supposed? I got you.
It's the only way.
I got you, man.
Eugene, how are you getting it?
I thought you were telling me to get in there and you're gonna launch
No,
me or
not
something.
you.
I was about to say. I thought you were gonna like cannon me up.
You gotta insert the coin, as they say.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. I guess when Paul Beenis bends over, what I'm gonna do is I don't know how I'm gonna do this. What do you want me to do? You want me to climb up him and grab the pendant? What do you want me to do?
I want you to shove the pendant up my ass with your strength.
I have to yank it off his neck first.
I thought it already fell off because...
No. It's all...
No, it's still wrapped around
Not
his neck.
necessarily. He could have Paul around his neck. Maybe that would get
on
us
his
somewhere
neck.
if he just shoved it up there.
Okay, yeah, I pick up Paul Beenis. I pick him up and I put him upside down.
All right.
And you see, he's cowering on the ground, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go put Paul under my shoulders, kind of like a Ghostbusters proton pack. I'm gonna grab Paul Beenis' arm,
Yeah.
yank it back, and activate the vacuum that is his ass, and suck the pendant out of his neck and into Paul Beenis.
Okay. What role is that?
Roll Constitution. Paul should roll
question.
Constitution.
No, not
about
Constitution.
persuasion?
We know.
Can I roll Strat?
Can you? Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Roll strength. I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
With Paul's. What would Paul roll? Athletics.
I think he should roll
History.
Constitution or
Insight.
medicine or something.
Fine.
Insight.
Roll Constitution. Paul.
I
I
think
got
it
an
should be an inside roll. That's pretty funny.
Got an 18.
All right, Constitution,
Okay.
huh? Okay. That's a nat 20.
Oh my God.
Plus
that's how
2,
easy.
22.
So you
We
put
did.
Paul on your back and you crank him like a lawnmower, and Paul's ass starts vacuuming, and it pulls it. He goes, wait, what's happening? What's happening? And you see that the pendant is pulled off into into Paul's ass, off his neck, and he goes, wait, what? No! And he starts shrinking down, and now he's your size because the pendant's off him, and so he has been affected by the curse as well. And he goes, oh, hey, how's it going? Because you can see now the curse is lifted. He goes, oh, hi.
No, you have to make
so-
us bigger. You'll be stuck here forever. Or we could put the pendant on, or you two could.
It's
And
technically
Aani
already
could be
on.
really
It's in you,
silent.
it's in
Yeah,
you.
in my ass.
So Paul, you start to grow because you feel the power of this pendant of dispel magic. You feel it fill your veins from your ass. And you start to get bigger and bigger, and the fucking Wyatt is looking at you like, what the fuck? And so is the sheriff Sandman, Stevie Sandunes. They're all kind of looking at you like, what? As you get bigger and bigger and back to normal size.
As he does that, I wriggle up Paul's leg and return to my home.
Yeah, so Wyatt sees the tiny man inchworm his way up into Paul's ass and just full on vomits, just full frontal. Oh God! Oh, and it's all blood because he's a vampire. She's like, oh my God! Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, you didn't even get to hear about my cool eye patch that has a mirror in it, and because I'm a vampire, I can see behind me. That's the whole thing that I do. But oh fuck, I'm vomiting everyone's blood. Oh Jesus! Oh. Yeah, so Paul, you're big again, and you can easily take the guys out of the desert if you want.
Let's go.
Oh, what are you gonna
First,
do?
before I do that, I have some unfinished business with this bird.
Hans goes, what are you gonna do with me?
My fist locks and loads like a gun. It makes a gun sound effect.
Don't do it.
And I just prepare to punch down at the ground on him.
Oh my God! I'll be honest with you guys. He's already at basically 0 health. So Paul, you cock back your fist.
Yep.
You go chunk chunk. And he goes,
It's the Pacific
Rim. Yeah, it's the Pacific Rim.
Rocket
It's the
fit.
Pacific Rim. He goes, chunk, 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 chunk. You pull back. You are 300 times taller than him. He goes, oh, shit. You lift up your hand, and there's just like strawberry jam on the tip of your fist and a crater where the man was.
Yes! I love
And
blood!
all the sort of the wacky, crazy villagers you've met are looking up at you, and they're like, "You gonna leave? Are you gonna? Are you gonna tell us what's going on here? You gonna? Where are you from? What's happening? That kind of shit."
Take him to the house.
No! Do
Yes!
not
Take him to the
imprison
house.
these people in your house. No.
So you still have the witch's gold, which is controlling the size hex. If you'd like to look into that some more.
Yeah, who has it? Would I have it?
Can we
Would you
do
have it?
the scene from Megamind where they're like, you saved us, and Paul B is like, more like under new management.
You're so
Look,
I
so
pick him up.
Paul, you're holding this tiny cauldron in your hand, like golden cauldron. You've got it, and what do you do? You say under new management. What do you do?
Under new management, and I break the cauldron in my fist.
The entire town returns to normal size, busting through the walls of the Draconia Museum. Sand is pouring everywhere out of the walls.
The buildings are now full size. Everything fucking explodes, destroying walls, destroying everyone who is at the museum, like the families and shit, are like, ah, oh my god! Just a tidal wave of sand. And we zoom out of the Draconian Museum of the charcuterie and menagerie and our gallery, and where there was once a establishment of fine arts and fine architecture is now that same establishment with a fucking huge gaping hole in the side with like just a desert scene pouring out of it.
You said the Draconian Museum. I think you're mistaken there. This town is called Draconia-Dunland.
Yeah,
it's true, and forevermore. And you guys hear from the top of a tower across town. You hear a elderly dragon man go, "Monkeys!"
Oh my god.